I can't say the matter of fact that everybody I worked with I enjoyed, because there's some people in the fan community I absolutely despise to the top of the list. And yes, this is something a little different. Why me and my worst enemy hate each other absolutely. We are feuding, beefing, fighting, you name it. We absolutely hate each other's guts. Okay, this is something I don't like to talk about, but, it's something I need to get off my chest. Because, me and Blake's fans and more absolutely hate each other, right? To the top of the list. Well, it's because I hate him for good reasons, to be honest. And yes, that dude back then, when I was in this community, before you name it, before I started the Hunter 1930s original fan collector, etc., to becoming his biggest rivalry in the whole fan community of all time. Well, it's because, first of all, back then, he was being an annoying little crap, basically. He was mouthing off, asking personal questions, personal information, you name it. It's not really meant to be on the internet, and, it's just annoying. It's absolutely annoying. And yeah, I don't usually like to get that far, but that's how it started off. And then I had enough. Then he started driving other people crazy, too. He even was mouthing off at, other collectors like Aiden, Brian, E-Man Fan, all these wonderful guys. I give them credit for not liking him. I give them a lot of credit for that. But however, it gets worse with me and him, because this may start off as something simple, and I because I'm like the kind of guy that usually likes to give second chances, but to be honest, not everybody deserves that second chance, especially after they blow it. Like, how many times? Then it started getting worse and worse. He started annoying me more and more, kind of trying to get me, and I just had enough with him, and I absolutely blocked him on Facebook. And the reason why I blocked him is because he wouldn't stop mouthing off and annoying the crap out of me. He blowed my phone up at 3 a.m., 5 a.m., you name it, in these inconsistent times of the day. But yeah, if you're not aware of time zones, it's really kind of, if you're unaware of the time zones, I get that, but with annoying the hell out of people spamming up their phone like that is not cool. And it gets worse. I'll tell you what else moves on. It just really beefs up with him and me. But then in 2019, he literally sent me a threat. He actually sexually harassed me in 2019, and then I really hated that. And he also threatened to murder me and my friends. That's just insane. I wouldn't give anybody a chance if they're gonna murder me again. Because, yeah, we try to straighten things up and see if he got older, it would work. No, it didn't work. We tried seeing if he would straighten himself out in 2022. He did for a little bit, but then he went back to his old frickin' ways, but a lot worse. This time, he sexually harassed me, telling me he was going to, do something inappropriate with me. Then it gets even worse. He also even attempted to, literally stab me, to death, and shoot me and dismember my body, like Jeffrey Dahmer. And he also threatened to eat Brian. Come on, that's cannibalism. And that's something I will never forget. I still remember when he did the cannibalism threat back then a few years ago, but some people asking me, why are you bringing this up now? It's because it's something you cannot forget. And it's something unforgivable. I don't take it that kindly. And that's why me and him been beefing off, fighting constantly. Then he, and then last year I saw him falling off the cliff with his behavior. It gets worse, and then he also is destroying good fans on purpose, and because he didn't get his way about the stuff, and then with his parents. And I'm like, dude, be grateful what you have. If you get money for Christmas, appreciate it. Don't. And then he destroys a fan over $100 he got for Christmas. I was like, bro, what? At least put it to somebody to your savings. Now you got to spend it for broken parts. Like, that's something ridiculous. And then it gets worse. Then he was annoying the crap out of me in 2024, and I blocked him again on Facebook. And then literally in 2025, he comes up, threatens to make my girlfriend pregnant, which of course is so inappropriate. I'm like, you don't go there. You talk about my girl, you mess up, you ain't gonna like the decision. Like, that's why people ask me, why am I so done with this dude? Like, why do I absolutely despise him? And I just literally can't take him anymore. You know, after he did that, it was terrible. And then it gets even worse. He goes with the racism at me, throws like racial slurs at Ryan the Fan Guy, me, Aiden Panthers, you name it. And then he also even called Ray Sean, aka Ray Nizzle, the N-word. And then he calls us fan collectors like Aiden, me, Ryan the Fan Guy, the CC slur, which is not cool, absolutely not funny. It's very, very racist. Like, this is the problem with the whole fan community, is that sometimes people are racist, and I'm like, I don't put up with that. So I pretty much try to cut him out of my life now. But then when he also threatens to hurt me like that, and he also even threatened to cut off my, you know what, my privates, but however, I told him, you don't do that. You don't. And then he also, not to mention, goes ahead and wanting to hurt one of my friends and chop his head off, you know? That's active violence, first-degree murder, basically. And that's why I pretty much am finished with this dude. And if you guys are wondering why I hate him so much, now you know. Absolutely ridiculous. And then he also comes and sexually harasses me at least 7 frickin' times, which is way too many times, and I don't even allow him to do it that first time. And I'm telling, hey, you better not put your hands on me, because you are not going to like what's going to happen to you. You know? And I told him, if you hurt me and my girl, you're not going to like it, basically, because my girl, if he ever puts his hands on her, he's not going to like what's coming to him. I guarantee it. So yeah, that's my biggest beef with Blake's Fans and More, and why I will never forgive him. I would never support him, and I recommend you guys cut ties with him absolutely. Thank you for watching. Lots more to come.